Here is what you missed on Blueprint to a Man's Thoughts on Red Lipstick Vibes.
Whooping sex. Why?
What about it?
So, the question is, I have a clip, and then this is the question I want you to ponder on it. Men gossip about each other just as much as women. They just hide it better. Y'all ready? The clip? Here we go.
Is a leaky little bitch ass man. I don't want to hear, and because then I know on the top of that, when I'm not around, you're probably talking the same shit about me, and I also know the motherfucker you're gossiping to me about, you're probably going to be kissing their ass a week from now if you think you can make $1 with them, and all of a sudden that's why you're basically a prostitute for sale. That's what a moral predator is, covering up and hiding their real intentions to be these little bitches.
Lately, man, I've been noticing a lot of dudes gossiping, man. A lot of men out here gossiping like women. It's not cool. It's unmasculine. Why? Real masculinity is built on honor, strength, and respect. Gossiping undermines those values, creating division and pettiness instead of unity and leadership. Engaging in gossip distracts you from your focus and your purpose, making you look weak and insecure. There are consequences to being known as a gossiper. You lose credibility, respect, and trust. People question your reliability and your integrity. Practice self-restraint when conversation turn towards gossip.
I'm gonna be real, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shouldn't no grown-ass man be spending all his time with other men all day, every day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are.
Next up, gossiping males.
Whooping sex. Why?
What about it?
So, the question is, I have a clip, and then this is the question I want you to ponder on it. Men gossip about each other just as much as women. They just hide it better. Y'all ready for the clip? Here we go.
Is a leaky little bitch ass man. I don't want to hear, and because then I know on the top of that, when I'm not around, you're probably talking the same shit about me, and I also know the motherfucker you're gossiping to me about, you're probably going to be kissing their ass a week from now if you think you can make $1 with them, and all of a sudden that's why you're basically a prostitute for sale. That's what a moral predator is, covering up and hiding their real intentions to be these little bitches.
Lately, man, I've been noticing a lot of dudes gossiping, man. A lot of men out here gossiping like women. It's not cool. It's unmasculine. Why? Real masculinity is built on honor, strength, and respect. Gossiping undermines those values, creating division and pettiness instead of unity and leadership. Engaging in gossip distracts you from your focus and your purpose, making you look weak and insecure. There are consequences to being known as a gossiper. You lose credibility, respect, and trust. People question your reliability and your integrity. Practice self-restraint when conversation turn towards gossip.
I'm gonna be real, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shouldn't no grown-ass man be spending all his time with other men all day, every day? You shouldn't be with no nigga more than his kids.
When niggas really think that they that young nigga for real, but they really just like every other nigga, and you talking about a nigga that's very different and way more confident than your ass and really got a direction and purpose, you think it's cool talking about a nigga.
You can't come talk shit about one of my friends to me. No. I'm not an ear for it.
Agreed.
Now, if you come to me and you say, hey, I'm having a problem with John, are you coming to me because you want me to patch this up? Because that's the only conversation we're having. But if we're here to talk shit about my friend John, I'm telling you, I'm not the ear for it. As men, I don't think men should behave this way at all. I think it's extremely effeminate for dudes to do that. If you have a problem with a dude, talk to him. Sit down and talk to him. I was raised that way. We didn't talk shit about each other. If I see you, I'm going to step to you.
Like being a man? Yes. You do like being a man, but thinking like a woman.
I don't think I think like a woman. I think like a man.
No, you don't. I'm here to tell you, you don't.
I think what you're trying to say is I appear to be thinking in feminine ways.
No, you think like a woman.
I don't think so.
Okay. You think like a woman.
You put your own to game. You ever heard of Mr. Telephone Man? See, I'm not talking about the new edition. Shout out the new edition. I'm talking about the type that always know everything. everything. He always talking about people behind their back. See, he somehow knows all the tea and so quick to spill it. See, he ain't just messy. This dude is the whole mop bucket. He's in the center of all the drama, like he is auditioning for Real Housewives of the group chat. And let's keep it a buck. He got more female tendencies than some of these women out here when it comes down to gossip. So be careful of the one that's always trying to put you on. Let me put you on about this and put you on. Because trust me, as soon as you turn your back, you're going to become the next headline of his next conversation. So those track sneakers, they're already laced up. And he is ready to run and tell your business like TMZ or something. See, the truth is, dudes like that are worse than women these days when it comes down to gossip.
Don't talk about my friends around me. Don't drag their name through the mud around me. Don't throw shade at what they got going on around me. Because I'm going to check you as if what you said was about me. I don't play with my friendships. And I don't use the word friend lightly. So you can have your feelings and your opinions, but keep them to yourself when I'm around.
All right, guys. Do men gossip about each other just as much as women? They just hide it better.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What do you mean we hide it better? You can see what's going on within this space.
I don't think they hide it. They might have hid it back in the day. I say 95% of people on YouTube on here gossiping.
That's what I'm saying. We put it in this space.
That's the problem. They don't hide it, right? I think most people have conversations about people. I think motherfuckers calling that gossiping is just trying to make somebody feel bad. Most people talk about other people.
Correct.
Right? So, but the difference is that can that person hold that shit to themselves, hold that water?
Right. That's,
you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, shout out to the fellas on the videos, right? Like, if you ain't my friend, I don't owe you shit.
mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. If I didn't establish a friendship with you, that's not what we are. That's some shit made up out your own head. You know what I'm saying? I make it it's one of my codes that I don't share conversations. Right? I don't share conversations. You can tell me whatever we talk about gonna stay in between me and you.
Right.
Right? But we know that ain't the case with most people.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not the case with most people. And
Yeah,
I agree with Uncle Rick as well. Go ahead, bro, because you're driving. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're lagging. I'm lagging. I don't.
Nah, it's your cell phone signal. Don't worry. Go ahead, though.
You jumping towers. That's all.
You good now?
I was just saying that, yeah, man, we got to understand that gossip sells. It is gossiping. When you up here reviewing somebody and you add it to the story, we don't seen a whole bunch of people add into the story. Oh, this person was with this woman. He got to be sleeping with her. Guess what? That's gossip. You cannot verify that. We just got to realize that the men of today is not the men of the past. Gossip is actually part of what men are today. So I wouldn't even argue that that's feminine. I know, like the guys in the video, they say it's feminine because we're not on YouTube. So I get that, but I'm telling you, if you are a content creator, at some point, either you're gossiping or you ain't got that many followers. One or the other.
So if you look at independent journalism, is independent journalism gossiping?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because
absolutely.
Some of them don't even get the true fact.
We're not okay. We don't gotta split every here, right? But let's look at it as independent journalism. They get the story, they pull up the facts, they did their research or whatever their case is, right? But they bring the story to a new audience that probably would not see the story. That's gossiping?
Yes.
Yeah, they gossip.
That's gossiping.
Just because you don't like the word don't mean what it means. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I'm missing it then. I'm completely missing it then.
No, but look what happened with Tasha K. Tasha K is a quote unquote blogger, right? And she got sued by Cardi B because of her gossip and her false narrative.
Right, but you see how that looks differently because she's creating false narratives about somebody. That looks more like gossip and drama tip, which gossip tends to follow drama. When if I'm talking about the Iran war, and we're just talking about
Oh
events.
no,
that's
no, I see
happening.
what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, I don't think that's gossiping at all.
That's not gossiping.
Nah.
I now see where you're coming from. Okay.
Right? The
That's not
distinction,
But no, that's still gossip.
the distinction factor.
No, that's just
That's
Yeah,
still
on
gossip
purpose.
too. When people talk
On
about,
purpose, you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he's lagging.
I know, I would think I'm saying,
E-Man, you
I would
lagging
think I'm saying
though.
that's gossip too. When people say, okay, you want me to go out and come back?
Yeah, you gotta come out. Yeah, you're lagging.
Yeah, I think if you are talking about something that you had nothing to do with, it is considered gossip. And I think we all engage in gossip and we package it as commentary, right?
The distinction factor for me is that it focuses on a person, right? Not an event or a public event, right? But it's the people involved, right? Hey, like I said, with the y'all know with the Anton stuff, right? So if you gonna say something, say your piece and move past it, right? But every day you in it with this particular thing, that's gossiping to me. That's just me.
Okay.
That does become gossipy. I do agree with that. That does become gossipy because then it becomes when you start adding salacious behavior in there and the drama. That's when, to me, from my angle, it becomes gossipy. That's when it becomes hair salon talk, like what they attribute into the feminine nature of it. That's what it comes across to me as.
Do you guys think that, like the analogy that Ron gave about the Tasha K thing, like it becomes gossip when you are formulating like a false narrative, something that's not true? That's when it becomes gossip?
It's
gossip. Gossip is typically when you talk about somebody you name dead. Go ahead.
Gossiping is when you imbue your own assumptions into the program.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. Right? Like I can understand if you just like again, as I mentioned, you report the event, right? What Trent said, I report the event, right? No fluff, no fillers, right? Boom, 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 boom. These are the facts. Boom, 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 right? But when it's a person and then you putting your own assumptions of what's going on, well, you know what I'm saying? I think that's when it's gossiping.
That's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as content creators, you could review content.
Correct. But people may still see me as gossiping because remember, I don't know the person. Like for example, I don't know Anton, and I'm doing a review about Anton. I don't really know him. I'm just going by what other people are saying. That's gossiping.
Yeah, yes. If you do
that is definitely gossip.
Sure.
Listen, unless you got the source, if you got the source from the original person or someone close to it, it's not gossiping. When it's 5 people down that you getting this information from, you gossiping.
Okay.
So you say it's more. So it's more than one person. Then you gossiping. So if me and Red had a conversation, let's say we're talking about Rick.
Nah, once you start playing telephone, it's gossiping. I don't care what.
Once you interject your own personal salacious drama into it, instead of just basically, this is what happened between Anton and Corey. Look at this crazy shit. If you could do it like that, then I think that's fair content reaction, review, whatever the case is. But if I go on to say, well, Anton, if I start implying and putting if I start putting ketchup in the spaghetti sauce, right? Damn. Adding shit in there.
Already spaghetti, you feel me? It's already spaghetti.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. When I think it's when you invoke your own bullshit in it, that's when it becomes the gossip and bullshit to me.
For me, I'm a little bit different. I'm sorry, fellas. I love y'all. Y'all know I love you.
Go ahead. What's up?
For me, it's what's your title? What was your title? What was your title? How to go about de-escalation and what it could look like in real time. And then you give a little bit of information about confrontation, maybe how to de-escalate confrontation, or give a few examples, and then maybe pull up Anton and Corey as an example of, 2 men that came to the edge. They pulled it back. They really didn't do anything physical. So that can be, de-escalation. Take that and do with it what you will. I don't think that's gossip. But when the title of your show is Anton versus Corey, and after that, it's Ricky versus Red. And then after that, we may see Trend versus Surprise. like, I think that's when it's gossip. Like, there's no itinerary, there's no information being given. You just talking about people and moving on to the next people to talk about. But I think if it's some nougats and some chocolate and some almonds and some peanuts packed in there, and the people can eat something off of it, and we actually talking about parenting, but we gonna bring up Cardi B because she's a horrible parent, or we gonna bring up, you know what I mean? So I think it might be a little bit in tension, in my opinion, and how you kind of wrap this in a bow. But when you just, talking about people with no agenda, with no itinerary, with no regard, with no respect, you just want to be first. No journalistic integrity. Shout out to that word that people are using more now.
Because you're talking about segue points.
I want to ask you a question. Okay, well, what happened if somebody knows the person? For example, let's say Rick had a relationship with Anton. I go to Rick and say, "Hey, Rick, I know y'all was really cool. Y'all was buddies. Tell me the information so I can go ahead."
I'm gossiping.
That is definitely gossip.
And I'm gossiping.
Yeah, that's
even though you were close with the brother.
Yeah, I'm still gossiping because I'm spreading that man's business.
Because you backbiting at the same time too.
Okay.
You feel me? And Magneto, what you're talking about is using real life things as segue points to get through a larger conversation. So I'm jacking that for sure. That's exactly what you're talking about. I'm with it.
Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of my shows, click right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.